Hi everyone, it's Becca from Scratch Magazine here. I hope you're all having a lovely day. Now today we're going to be talking all about PatchPort. It's a new app and it's here to simplify the patch testing process for both beauty businesses and clients, and it was launched in partnership with Navy Professional. Now I'm going to be joined by the founder and CEO, Ruth Sullivan, who's going to be telling us all about the different offerings that PatchPort has, the key benefits, if your business is suited to it, and so on. Lots to talk about. Excited to hear more about it. You may have seen our web story, and we're really excited to hear all the details that we couldn't share there. So hopefully Ruth will be joining us any minute now and we can get started. And of course, if you have any questions throughout, don't hesitate to comment and I can ask Ruth. And this will be available later for those that aren't able to stay for too long now. So hopefully we can add you in, Ruth. Let me try request. Hopefully you can accept that and we can get chatting. Hello.
Hello, hi.
How are you?
We said it at the same time. I'm good, thank you. Very, very good. It's been good weather, hasn't it? So that's nice.
Very hot. Very hot. We'll see how it goes later on today. It might be a bit too hot.
Yeah, it has been a little bit too hot, but I think it's nice to enter September into it with some nice weather.
Absolutely. It's lovely to have you here to talk all about.
Thank you for inviting us on. We're very pleased we're here.
Oh, amazing. I mean, I don't know if anyone know about it, but if they don't, can you tell us a little bit about how the idea for PatchPort came about, and what was your aim when launching it?
Yeah, sure. So it came through, it was born through the frustration of patch testing and the fact that there was no streamlined approach. You couldn't share data, patch testing from salon to salon. I even noticed within big chains, big hair chains, not to mention any, but they weren't sharing the data of patch testing. You'd kind of go to one salon and they'd patch test you one way and then they'd do it another way. Some would write it in a book and some would write it on a booking. And I just, from a product development background, I couldn't understand that there wasn't one streamlined approach. So everyone will probably know the story. And then I approached one of the dads in the playground at school and said, "Oh, do you know anything about science? I've heard you're a scientist." And he was like, "Actually, I've got a PhD in chemistry from Cambridge." And I said, "Do you want to have a chat about PPD? Let's have a chat." So we spent a good year sort of researching the market, looking into allergies, looking into the market and what was already in the industry. And then we came up with the solution. So since then, we have spent time creating a solution. So I live and breathe patch testing. It's all I bloody do. Don't say that on Instagram. And we are constantly talking to the market. So the idea is to have one singular best practice for patch testing. So everybody knows what they're doing. And we relaunched in May. And we've introduced the postal test. So I hope that was a good background for you there.
Absolutely, it's amazing. Such a good overview. And so how did your background lead to this then? Like, why were you so passionate about this?
Yeah, so it was from my own customer frustration. So marketing and product development background. I'd got made redundant from my company that I worked for. I think it's 2018, 2019. And then a week later, I found out I was pregnant with my second child. So it was that moment, sliding doors moment. If I'd have known a week before, I could have said, "You can't get rid of me because I'm pregnant." But it catapulted me into this idea. Lots of people in the industry, connected to loads of people in the industry, had brought the idea forward and said, "Look, I want to make something." And everyone said, "I can't believe this doesn't exist already." And go for it because it's great. So that's what kind of got me into it, was my own personal customer frustration, really. So I've covered it from the customer side, the client sort of feed through, but the research we've done has been all industry led to make the product.
Amazing. I mean, it must be such a difficult process going from having that idea to being like, I want to create something with this.
Well, do you know what? It snowballs out of control because You think to yourself, oh, I was going to do this piece of software. It's going to be like a hobby. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to, people like it, they like it. And then five now shareholders later, and lots of investment and lots of traction and lots of people on board. It's it's this huge thing that's just developing over time. So yeah, you get your singular idea, and I think you kind of just go feet first. That's what you do with everything. You just chuck in yourself feet first, and it happens from there. And that's what's going on.
Amazing. Well, we've already had a few comments, people saying, love this idea, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, we get such good feedback about the product, and just anyone that's online that's thinking about PatchPort and what we do. I mean, drop us a message anyway. I'll talk about this all day long to anyone because I love it. But it really is to make your life. Hi, Amy's on Consultify. We need to all look at Consultify and follow it, which is a great consultation platform that's coming out. So it's really to make your life easier in patch testing and make sure that you're on top of what you're doing. For me, single-handedly, it's the most important thing, because if an allergy does go wrong, and touch wood everywhere, that it's never going to happen to you, it is catastrophic.
Yeah.
So we don't like to scare people and say, someone's going to get anaphylactic shock, but have your ducks in a row and do it digitally. So we keep on top of all the patch tests. We store a record for 7 years, because a claim can actually be made 7 years after, which I found shocking, to be honest with you. You've got all your images, all your evidence, it's all in one place, and now you can post a test safely to somebody that maybe doesn't want to come into salon or can't come into salon. You always get them clients that just can't be can't be asked to play ball. Or some people work remotely and live remotely and have salons at home, so it gives you that option. But this really is, I mean, we have our tagline: legal, safe, compliant. Everything we do is to make sure that we've got a safe industry, because we need to give the industry the credit it deserves, because everybody works so damn hard. So let's raise that standard and raise the bar as much as possible.
Amazing. So can you explain a little bit about how it works then, if a business signs up or and wants to get their clients involved? How does it work for both parties?
Yeah, so you have an app and your customer has an app. So that's the easiest way of talking about the two little talking parts. If you're going to do an in-salon test, it's very easy. You add your client, so you add them into the software, and they get a text message to download the app, and then they're connected to you. So you've got to be connected to each other, because the apps talk to each other. If you do an in-salon test, we're not reinventing the wheel. We're not telling you how to patch test. Do it how you were either taught by your educator or taught by the brand that you use, and follow manufacturer's instructions 100%.
Yeah.
You're going to do your patch test. You'll ask 4 or 5 consultation questions in salon. You're going to put your patch test on. We recommend the forearm. It's where it's recommended now by the European Trade Association as well. And you take a picture of the patch test, and then 24 hours later, 48 hours, whenever the manufacturer requires, your customer or client is going to take a reaction photo. So from that thread, so that's your in-salon test, that there is absolutely zero chance by looking at that image. There is we don't know whether allergies are going to occur at treatment, but that the patch test has been negative.
Yeah.
And then if you want to do a postal test, you just need to order that postal test to your client, or the client can order a postal test to them. And then what happens is the same recording process is in place, so it's safe. That they've put the patch test on, they take all pictures of it, and it's all nice, neat, and recorded within the software.
And look, it sounds so simple, and also it's so good that it's all there, isn't it, to see?
Yeah. It's really easy, because I wouldn't like to, with any product development or anywhere I work or anything I do, I kind of wouldn't want to go into a job and not really know which way we're doing things. Are we doing it this way? We're doing it that way. Having a singular best practice is so much easier for everyone else. If we've just got one way of doing it, this is how you patch test, you record it this way. And when it comes to insurance, you guys will know that evidence is key to anything. And I say to people all the time, we know an expert witness for insurance cases, and it can be the sake that you've spelt someone's surname incorrectly.
Yeah.
You've just jotted it down. It's human error, and then you've got a claim that you can't afford because it's not going to get paid.
Yeah.
So it's to make your life easier. It's hassle free. and since, I know we're going to talk about Navy, but since Navy got involved and Rebecca got her hands on it, it's now a little bit sexy. It wasn't before. It's a little bit nerdy before. So it looks beautiful. It feels beautiful. So it's something nice to have in addition to the software. So yeah.
Amazing. Well, you've just mentioned it. Tell us about that partnership with Navy.
Yeah. So I went onto LinkedIn actually. So we're both, myself and Rebecca are both from Doncaster, but we didn't know of each other or know each other at all. And someone had showed me some parts of what Navy were doing and Navy Educate, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. And I was really inspired. So I dropped her a little LinkedIn message. She always says jokingly, I wish I'd never replied because I can't get rid of each other now. And we spoke about the software, and I think because Navy Educate, and Salon Rated now as an addition, are really trying to raise standards in the industry, it made sense for us to collaborate. And Rebecca has been our biggest cheerleader, thought the software was amazing. We worked loosely together for about a year, and then Rebecca came on as a shareholder. So Rebecca's now a shareholder in the business and did a 360 with it, completely rebranded it, and we introduced the postal test. So it's been, I mean, I'm honoured to have the collaboration. It's been amazing for me to have the connection to Rebecca and Navy. And I think it's just because we're all wanting to make the industry as good as it can be, because it really needs to be up there, because, as I've said before, everyone works so hard. So yeah, that's how that happened. And now it turns out my now husband, because I got married on Saturday, our husbands went to school together, so it was a strange, weird connection that we didn't know anyway. And now we're just best mates now, and we work together.
Can't get rid of you.
Literally, since I've sent that LinkedIn message, that's it. 11 o'clock night chats. We're in each other's pockets.
Oh, and congratulations on getting married.
Thank
by the way.
you. Yeah. I realised, because you don't refer to them, then it's your husband, then, isn't it now? So it's a new thing.
Amazing. So what are there's different tiers available through PatchPort. What are those? Can you detail them?
Yeah, so there's bronze, you can jump on, come on for free, and that restricts you to about 10 patch tests over the year. We do find some independent, self-employed practitioners will only need that sort of amount. And then you're going to go up to silver, so that's your next package along, and that's 32. So you can record 32 patch tests, have 32 clients, and you get 8 patch test kits free. Now that's currently $64.99 a year, but we are going monthly, so there will be an option to go monthly as of next week. So if you wanted to pay monthly and spread out that cost, that's a lot better. If you think that works out maybe £5 a month, something like that. And then when you go to the top tier, so with silver as well, you do get a welcome pack, decal sticker, and a nice welcome pack that comes to you with that. The top tier, which is gold, is currently $144.99 a year, which again next week will be available monthly. I think it's about £12 a month, and that's unlimited. So you can have as many clients as you want, and you get sent 16 patch tests free in the post for you to get started, and you get your welcome pack and everything. With all the tiers as well, there is on-hand support, so we're available. Any questions you have, whether it's to do with patch testing, science, compliance, whatever, we're there to answer your questions. So that's our tiers.
That's amazing. It's good to have that support, isn't it? And the beauty pros don't feel like they're alone with this.
Well, I mean, it's such a minefield, isn't it? I mean, I've been doing it now for years, and there's still things that we need to go and check, whether that's dermatologists or we need to go check with insurers. Things change all the time, so but we're going to be the same process. We might update, but we'll be there to support you in your patch testing.
Amazing. So if anyone's watching and they're really interested by PatchPort, how do they know it's suited to them? What would you say to them?
So anybody that's carrying out a practice that requires a patch test, other than at the minute we're not in aesthetics, so anything like laser, the variables are too high. So lash tin, brow, anything that you're required to do a patch test for, even lashes, if you're doing lash extensions and you're patch tested, anything your manufacturer requests you to patch test for is what we'd say we're for you. there is a nail solution on the horizon, so we will be in contact with you about that. So anyone on here who is a nail tech and isn't practicing anything else, then we have a solution for you there for compliance. But yeah, that's coming soon, so I know you guys will be very interested in that. So anybody that's patch testing, that wants to get a handle of your patch tests, who wants to be safe, legal, safe, compliant, come and join us. We'll absolutely help you in the process. You can drop us a message. You can drop me a message. I'm happy to talk to anybody at any time. There's a link in our bio, and it's patch-port.com if anybody wants to just go and take a look at the website.
Amazing. So what has the response been like so far?
Amazing. Yeah, so we get such good feedback. You know, we've got a really good cohort of people that are wanting to raise standards.
Yeah.
Sign-ups have been amazing. The response to the product has been, I mean, I couldn't be happier with what's happened. It's just amazing, isn't it? Like you said, from a singular idea and now it's market, and it's incredible. So the industry, I mean, the best feedback we get is sort of from federations and insurers and people, because it's such a safe product, and it's really supporting the industry. So yeah, it's been great.
Oh, amazing. So for anyone that's interested, what do they need to do to get started with PatchPort?
Yeah, so you can either drop us a DM on Instagram if you're on here, and we can walk you through the process. Or you can go to the link in our bio, I think it's on Linktree, and you can look through some demo videos and just sign up. But any support you want, so you can go through the website, or you can just get in touch with me if you want to. I'm always popping on Instagram and looking at the message. So just get in touch with me if you want to, and I can hold your hand through it. Like with anything, so, you know, software's, it's new, isn't it? Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's very nice.
Oh no, well this is very needed as well. You need to get live with Consultify, because that's going to be in conjunction. But yeah, anybody that's wanting to get on top of the patch test, I can't remember them, my brain had gone then. And yeah, make sure that they're doing things correctly and that they want to feel secure and safe in the patch testing. Come and join us. We're one big patch testing family.
I love that, and I love that it's, you know, it's great for both businesses and for the clients. I feel like clients will be reassured by that, won't they?
Yeah, I think since lockdown, we've noticed a trend that consumers and clients actually became quite a bit more intelligent in what they were doing. So whether that was information online, whether that they were purchasing online, you've got a more intelligent consumer. And I think a lot of people are questioning patch testing a lot more than they did before. If you do still have the nemesis of somebody who goes, I don't want to come all that way, post it out to them. We've got you sorted. We've got you there. You can post it out and they will get it, and it will be legal, safe and secure.
Amazing. Well, it's been fabulous. Is there anything else anyone needs to know before they join PatchPort?
No, just that if you want any more information, just please drop us a message. It's really easy. That's what I was going to say before. Like any new software, if you switch phones from Apple to Samsung, it can be complicated at first, but just, you know, we're here to help you, and join us. Yeah, come and get on board.
And it's available, isn't the app? Like, well, both apps for clients on, is it Apple and Google Play?
Yeah, so Google Play Store, Apple, you're best logging on and signing up through the website, but you can sign up through the app as well. So it's available on Apple and Android, yeah.
Amazing. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you here, Tip.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's an honour. Thank you very much. I'm chuffed.
It's been fantastic, and it's been so lovely to hear about it. What a great app.
Yeah. And watch this space. We'll be back on with the nail solution very soon. Yeah. We'll have another chat about compliance very soon.
Yes.
Thank you, darling. Have a lovely day.
You too. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.